Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Nick. I am a drummer, bassist, producer, and music lover. This video is reacting to the two new Mars Volta songs that I haven't heard yet. I did watch Blacklight Shine when that came out for the channel. I loved it. I'm so excited that this band is back. And yeah, they've got two new music videos that I haven't watched yet. One of them just came out earlier today, actually. So super excited for that. Let's go ahead and get into this. The first one I'm going to be watching is Graveyard Love. I know the end of the Blacklight Shine music video had like a whole section that wasn't the song, and this video may also have that, so there might be a cut at the end of it, but we'll see where this goes. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not exactly sure where these two videos were shot, but it looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. I'm guessing maybe Puerto Rico, because I know Omar is from there, but I'm not sure. The non-song portion of this video might be at the beginning. I don't know. We'll see. If this goes on too long, then I might cut it, but let's keep it going for right now. Okay, so yeah, it is Puerto Rico. I saw the flag there. Looks like the song might be starting. Yeah, here we go. Already loving that synth there. Alright, let's go. Before this chorus kicks in, which I'm assuming is what's about to happen, I want to say a couple of things. First of which is I'm really digging that the Mars Volta is going for a more like traditional song structure approach so far, just based on Blacklight Shine and this song so far. It's not something that they've done a whole lot of. Obviously, they tend to go more abstract, kind of jazzy song structures where they'll have motifs that kind of come in and out, and you know, there's solo sections and long instrumental breaks and stuff like that. And all of that is something that I really love and that I appreciate, especially with this band, because everybody in this band is so talented. All the musicians that they've had and all their iterations over the years have just been phenomenal. But they're also incredible songwriters. So watching them work in this kind of verse chorus based song structure, which is something that they did a little bit of on Nocturnicate as well, but it seems to be even more dialed down here, is really interesting to me, and I love seeing it. The other thing that I wanted to say is that I feel like this chorus is going to come in and just blow me away. So I kind of have an expectation for that, but I'm going to let that I'm going to let it happen. Let's go.
I can't return to you. It's just the fair. Is this just the fair? Not knowing if you're there. If you're
Whoa.
there. Never found.
That fake out with the drum, the snare build right there, where it sounds like the beat's gonna just like come in right after he hits that roll. Like, that was sick. I was not expecting it to drop back out after that.
How to wake you up. Crushed by the weight of your crucible. You better walk behind me. Walk behind. And on the day that you wiped it all clean, lost and whispered it, you say, I'll never walk behind you. Walk behind you again. Greatest illusion in the X-ray wind will take in my ruin. I keep clear of the windows, and I can't return to you. It's just the fair. Is this just the fair? Not knowing that you're there. That you're there.
The video itself seems to be divided into like 3 sections almost, or 3 themes, I guess. Like, you have the scenes that are showing off the coast and the ocean and the mountains and the ridges and stuff of the country, like this. And then you have the shots of the people just enjoying their lives and going about their day to day. And then you have those still shots that come in the, is that the chorus or the pre-chorus? I think it's the pre-chorus, where it's showing like the urban decay and the abandoned buildings and the, I don't want to say desolate, but like the more neglected parts of the country. And I'm not going to like claim to know that much about Puerto Rico, honestly, but Omar being from there, clearly this is something that, you know, he's doing to like show love for his home country. And we see that as well with the Black Light Shine music video. And that's awesome. Like, I love to see it. And like lyrically, it seems almost like the images in the music video are kind of mirroring what the lyrics are saying. So I don't know, I'm not knowledgeable on the subject, so I'm going to shut up and let the art speak for itself, but that's just my surface level thoughts on it. Oh, they're in an actual graveyard. It's very reminiscent of the graveyards, cemeteries in New Orleans, and how they're like the plots are raised above ground to prevent like flooding and stuff. I've got about 2 minutes left of this. I'll leave it going. I'm not going to cut anything.
Nosotros los puertorriqueños y todos los oprimidos por el terror y la violencia hemos tenido que acudir y no vacilará Puerto Rico si necesario fuera a este último recurso de las nacionalidades, que es el uso de las armas para realizar su emancipación nacional. El imperio norteamericano se obstina en su ocupación de nuestro país y nos provoca día a día y noche a noche a la defensa de nuestra dignidad nacional. Somos víctimas de su violencia y de su terror. Nosotros hemos tratado todos los medios pacíficos en cuyo proceso el enemigo norteamericano se ha fortalecido.
Okay, again, I don't know a lot about Puerto Rico, and I don't want to talk about things that that I don't know about, and I don't want to seem ignorant or anything, but I got about probably 70% of that little speech at the end there, just talking about how Puerto Rico has been the victim of imperialism and violence on behalf of the United States, which is true, that much I do know. And yeah, like, definitely a love letter to Omar's home country, for sure. And the fact that he directed it himself, like, speaks to that. Beautiful video, beautiful song. Again, not a subject that I know a lot about, so I'm going to shut up, let the art speak for itself, and move on to Vigil, which is the track that was just released today. This one's just 5 minutes long, so it's probably only the song, but we'll find out. Let's go. By the way, I believe they did also announce their new album that's coming out in like a few weeks, I think. Like sometime in September. So, excited for that. But yeah, let's get into this. the production on all three of these songs so far is some of the best production that they've ever had, and it serves the songs so well. They're produced in almost the manner of like soul music, like particularly, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know, but there's a particular sound that drums and bass had in like the early to mid 1970s soul and to some extent blues and R&B music. Like if you go listen to Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, any of that like era, the Meters, like all of that just has a certain production sound where the drums are kind of flat and they're very dry and they're very like almost subdued in a way. They're not like punching you in the face as drums can sometimes do, especially in punk and rock and metal music. But the way that these drums and the bass guitar are produced, like the bass doesn't even sound like a guitar, it sounds just like a tone almost. You don't hear the plucking, you don't hear the strumming or anything, you just hear the notes, and they're very round, like open sounding notes, which is a style that I really love, like, and it seems to be coming back in a lot of different genres and areas of music, like K-pop. Suho's Decanting has that kind of production style. Silk Sonic, the collaboration between Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars, has that production style, and it's making a resurgence, and it's awesome, and I'm here for it, especially when the Mars Volta does it, because it makes, not only does it make Cedric's voice pop more, which was the issue that myself and a lot of others had with Nocturnicate, was that Cedric's voice kind of got buried in the mix and the production was very like maximalist and in your face and overblown, but here it's a lot more subdued, it's a lot more relaxed almost, and it sounds so good. This is fantastic.
Everybody claim that you will love have left, because one by one they would disappear, claiming all your words were symptoms of deceit. Don't let your tongue slit your throat. That's what they always said. This is one last chance that you gotta take. It's the one of the weight when it crushed. All the centrifugal ways our lives fall in and out of place. Now it's the one of the weight when it crushed. All the centrifugal way our lives fall in and out of place. Underneath your down, lay a serpentine, hissing his way out. You were told seven times can't fall to the thoughts, because you're the only voice that causes the want and the weight when it crushed. All the centrifugal ways our lives fall in and out of place. Oh, it's the want
Okay, before whatever's about to happen happens. This is definitely my favorite song of the three so far that I've heard. That vocal melody is ridiculously gorgeous. And the chorus, like, it's so beautiful. It's so haunting and ethereal. And again, the production kind of plays into that because you can actually hear Cedric's voice a little more. It's more clear. He's enunciating, and lyrically, it seems like he's being a little more direct than usual, and not because most of the Mars Volta's lyrics historically have been very kind of abstract and metaphorical and at times borderline nonsensical. But here, like, you get what he's saying and you feel what he's saying. And that's something that he's always been good at, is emoting with his voice, even when the lyrics are kind of not, like, directly talking about something. But I don't know, there's just something about the way that this band sounds now after, being on hiatus for 10 years, that they feel more mature, they feel more confident, they feel more like, it feels more personal, I think, definitely. And I love it. I love all three songs that I've heard so far. This one was definitely my favorite though, because that vocal melody is just mind-blowing. I love it. Yeah, that was amazing. I don't know what else to say about it. I am absolutely loving this new iteration of the Mars Volta. They've always played around with their sound, but there was a core, like, themness, for lack of a better term. There was, like, you knew that it was the Mars Volta, and they still have that, but it's a much more scaled back version of that, and it's incredible. I absolutely love this. I'm so excited for the new album. Might honestly end up being one of my favorites from the band, which is saying something because I love every single record they've put out. But yeah, that's man, that last song, Vigil, was just so good. I'm gonna get out of here because I got more videos to record, but if you like this video, subscribe. Probably not going to do an album reaction, and again, I will touch on kind of where the channel's going. I've got some updates on that in another video, but yeah, for now, I'm going to leave it here. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think of this new sound for the Mars Volta and kind of this new direction for them. And yeah, I have a Discord server, so if you want to join that, there's a link to that in the description box. I've got my social links down there as well. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.